Well, guys, welcome back. So, last time we have stopped at the point where Buddha has said there will be varieties of people who think that they are of lesser faculty or lesser value, those people, and those people who are identified with the self, identified with the person, soul, and living beings. For those people, they will not be able to comprehend this sutra. They need ne mepe chirro, ne mepa means there's no basis for them to understand or assimilate the meaning of this sutra. Yang Rabjor, Sacho Gana do di tenpe Sacho de la da mi da lama indu chepe jikten gi chepar jawar yepar jurro. Now Buddha is saying that wherever this sutra is being recited or taught, that particular place becomes a place of worship for gods, humans, and demigods, Ramayin. So, Yepar Jurro means it becomes eligible or possibility. Like in Zong, how we say Yebap. Sachu di Chak Jawar Yepadang. And that particular place where this sutra is being taught or recited, that particular place is also worthy of prostration. Korwa Jarwa Yepar Jurde, even worthy of circumambulating. Sacho di Chetin Tabu Jurro, so it exactly becomes like Chetin, stupa. So, ya Rabjor, Rikibu Moganda, di Tabe, do di Tsik di da Nelpadang, Simpadang, Chawadang, Lokpadang, Kin Chupa Jepa, de da ni Narwar Jur, Shintu Narwar Jurro. Further, young Rabjor means further Subhuti, those sons and daughters of noble families, Rikibumo, all those di tabido, di tsik di dak lempadang. So those people who have accepted these discourses, Dharma discourses, and memorizes Zimpadang, Changwadang, holds, reads, and comprehend it completely, these people will be terrified. Shintu Narwa Juro, they will be immensely terrified. They teach why this is so. Rabjur Semchen Dedak ni Tserab na me mi giwele Nyen Songdu Kewra Jurwa Ganda Jepa Dedak Tsedi Nila Narwe. Okay, first let me explain up to this. So those beings who gets terrified upon hearing or writing or holding or reading or trying to understand, those beings will get terrified for sure. Perhaps they'll be further terrified because of their past lives, karmic baggages, because of their negative karmas of the past life. They might even be born in the lower realms. However, because just because they are so much terrified in this life, upon hearing this sutra, because they are terrified upon writing, reading, listening, or holding or trying to comprehend this sutra. Because of that merits, their past lives negative karmas will be cleansed. Means they'll be cleansed. So let alone their previous lives negative karmas be cleansed, even Sangiki Jamshipcham Topurjurti, there's a possibility for them to become enlightened. So Rajur, Nyen Parshete Subhuti, I know through my clairvoyance, Nyen Parshete, Depe di in my past life, Kelpa Dang Pe Yang Che Dang Mepada, before Kalpas aeons and aeons before, Dejinshe Padachopa Yanda Pajopesam Yamarmeze. Tathagata, Dejinshepa means Tathagata, Dachopa means Arahat or foe destroyer, Yandapa means Samyak or pure, Jope Samya means some Buddha or perfectly enlightened. And who was that? Buddha Dipankara marmeze ki ngarel gi yang chi ngarel na, even much before that, before means much before, if we correctly arrange in a grammatical order. So sangi jewa 30 bunta gepchuchaji, almost 184,000 million, or we can say just billion. Sangi jewa 30 bunta gepchuchaji da jungwa nye nepar jete. So I have pleased that many billion of Buddhas even before Buddha Marmeze, Buddha Dipankara. Ma nepar majene, I have never displeased them. Thuk jungwar majete, so I have also not disheartened them. Rabjor sange chomden de dedak nye nepar jene, I have pleased them. Thuk jungwar maje par gan yin padang, so and I have never displeased them. Chime di ngabje. However, in the last epoch, in the last 500 years, chime di ngabje thama jurpana during that time, do di lenpada, diwada, sinpada, chawada, lopada, king chupal jepa gan yipale, rabjur senam gi phumpo dila senam gi phumpo ngame jachariang nyewer mido. Now he's saying, although I have placed billion of Buddhas before Buddha Dipankara, because Buddha Dipankara was the last Buddha, Buddha Shakyamuni pleased or prophesied that actually the story goes on according to that Old Path White Clouds books by Thich Nhat Hanh. It says, he narrates a story that Shakyamuni Buddha was born as a low caste boy during the time of Buddha Dipankara, and Buddha Dipankara, he went to offer flowers, lotus flowers, along with a beautiful girl who later happened to be his wife Yashodhara when he was Shakyamuni Buddha. So the story goes on like that, that he threw lotus flowers towards the Buddha Dipankara, like we offer mendel and throw khadars towards lamas as a part of tradition. So, and it hit the leg, one of the legs, maybe right or left, I don't know, of Buddha Dipankara, and Buddha Dipankara, through his clairvoyance, immediately realized who has thrown that, and he asked that boy who threw that lotus onto him, I mean Buddha Dipankara was called on, and the boy was terrified because he was of low caste. The moment Buddha Dipankara saw that boy and reached near that boy, Buddha Dipankara prostrated that boy, and many were flabbergasted. They were completely taken aback because such a low caste boy, that also by Buddha Dipankara prostrating him, and he himself was, the boy himself was so much terrified and shocked, awestruck, and he asked, "What's going on?" No, do not worry. You will be perhaps more than me. There's only difference of 2,000 years between you and I. So that's what the last Buddha he impressed was Buddha Dipankara. So Buddha says, through my clairvoyance, I know, so Subhuti, in my past lives, in the aeons and aeons, billions of Buddhas were impressed by me, and I've never displaced them, and I have accumulated merit. Compared to that merit which I've accumulated by impressing billion of Buddhas, but those sons and daughters of noble families taking up a stanza from this Diamond Sutra and accepts it, memorizes it, writes it, holds it, then try to understand it, comprehend it thoroughly. So he's saying a beautiful thing. Rabjor senamgi phumpo dila senamgi phumpo ngame jachariang never mido means cannot be near, cannot come close compared to the merit as nobles, sons and daughters of noble family just doing, memorizing, reading this sutra. That merit is much more than the merit Gautam Buddha has accumulated by pleasing the Buddhas, billion of Buddhas. So see the efficacy of Diamond Sutra. So Jacharya, not even 100th portion of that will come close, never middle. Forget about 100, even 1 by 1,000. Tongi chada, 100,000 spot bungi cha dang che dang cannot be counted, dang enumerated, che dang cannot be measured, dangwa dang calculation, then pi dang means comparison or similarity, da dang means it's da dang jaryang means it cannot be equivalent, da means equivalent and cannot be compared. Mizedo, she's saying that merit that will be accumulated just by taking up this sutra, by memorizing, by reading, by holding even. That's why in the tradition, especially in the Eastern Bhutan, the first thing, if somebody wants to become a lay monk like Gomchen, the first thing that boy or girl will be made to read is Diamond Sutra. Of course, it has become a tradition, but some very intelligent lamas of the past knew that just by holding this, there's lots of merits which will make him eligible for further higher level of meditation. That's why first thing they'll make those people to spell, jorlok, spell or read this Diamond Sutra at least whole when they join as Gomchen. But this has become a tradition and people think that, oh, this Diamond Sutra is just a beginner's thing. That's what many people think, but it's not so. Because just by holding, even a stupid man holding this, there's a possibility that he may become a very intelligent man. That's why that has become a tradition to start with Doji Chepa, they say Dorchukpa. But it's not so because of the merit. And this is not a sutra to be begin with. This is the highest sutra. Only bodhisattvas are actually eligible. So that's why Rabjor Gelte Di Che Rikibumo Kanda Senamgi Pumpu Jini Rapto Zimpar Jurwe Rikibumo Deda Gi Senam Gi Pumpu Ni Jena Semchen Nam Ni Par Jurjin. Very interesting things. Buddha is saying that not that although he has said it cannot be counted down, the che down cannot be measured down, calculation, pay down. It's not that Buddha cannot exactly come with the precise figure how much merit sons and daughters of noble families would accumulate by doing those activities with this Diamond Sutra. But now Buddha is saying, if I were to say, Nye Jena, Semchen Nam Nye Parjurjing, living beings will go mad, Nye Parjurjing. The number that Buddha is going to reveal, if revealed. Semchen Chuk Parjurjing, then even living beings will become, okay, somebody is knocking me. I will start from this letter.